are my friend. Whether you invite me or not, I have come. And let your marriage be made pure, holy by Bhagavan Nama. So we will have Bhagavan Nama Kirtana. That is why I brought harmonium. All of you sit here. And he was very strong. And his presence was also very compelling. People all, they just, in those days, they hid their bottles inside and started chanting Bhagavan Nama. So this is pure compassion. You know, people, to show compassion, you must be very daring. You have to risk. Otherwise, we will say, why unnecessarily bother about them? We will go our way. So he just dared to go there and started chanting Bhagavan Nama. Bhagavan Nama Kirtana was happening. So this Bhagavan Nama Kirtana, Bhagavad Bhakti Shravana itself is a samadhi. As many Malayali devotees are here. So one of the very well-known great devotee of Guruvayur, Vazhakundam, he was a great bhakta from a Bhagavata. So his Bhagavata, about which devotees used to say that Rasa Krida was happening, and he was narrating the story, and he will not read, someone should read, so that after that Rasa Krida Katha narration, all of them were in a kind of bhavasmadhi. Nobody was able to speak. They were all in a kind of absorption, in ecstasy. Then he said, is there no one, now the story is over, now you have to do Parayanam. He asked, nobody is there to read. No one was ready. They were all in a kind of ecstasy. Then he stood up and said, Guru Ayurappa, give me a Kathina Hridaya, so that he can do Bhagavata Parayanam. I need a very strong, hard-hearted person who can, even at such a situation, do Parayanam. And there was one Ramaswamy here, about whom I have heard some other story also. He was very close with Avedananda Swami. So he stood up and said, here is a Kathina Hridaya. I am here to read. Saying this, he swooned and fell. He swooned and fell. So that bhakti rasa, you know, that is very rare. So much pure upadhi is needed. We say, Bhagavata says, Muktim dadadi karhi chitsma natu bhakti yogam. Bhagavan sometimes gives you mukti. Mukti means what? Jnanam. Jnanam is mukti. Mukti is jnanam, jnanam is mukti. That is how Bhagavatam also defines mukti. Muktir hitva anyatha bhavam swarupena avasthiti. That is the definition of Bhagavatam. You give up all the upadhi. I am not the body, the mind, the self which is shining forth is ever liberated. It is nitya mukta. There is no question of even jivan mukti. Mukti hai atma iva namnya. Mukti is the very nature of atma. It is the very nature of self. When the avidya vyavadhana is removed, the obstacle is removed, the very nature of the self is mukti. It is liberation. It is ever liberated. Sadhya mukti. But bhakti, tad buddhayaha, tad atmanaha, tannishtaha, tad parayanaha, nityanubhuta, nijalabha nivritta trishtaha. The atma is nityanubhuta, but you should have that nijalabha. Jnanam is nijalabha. The mind absorbs that knowledge, it thinks about it, it contemplates, it meditates. That is what Shankara Bhagavad also says, Swaswarupa anusandhanam bhaktiritya vidiyate. You know the self and then you go to worldly life. Doesn't look very sweet. You know the Atman and you take delight in the Atman. Atmaratihi, Atmakridaha, Atmamitunaha, Atmanandaha. That part is very, very profound. Upanishad says, Atma Pashad, Atma Purastad, Atma Dakshinataha, Atmottaradaha, Atmai Vedam Sarvam. Everywhere it is Atman. Evam Pashyan, Evam Manvanaha, Evam Vijanan, Atmaratihi, Atmakridaha, Atmamitunaha, Atmanandaha. This was Prahlada. This was the state of Prahlada. This was the state of Shukacharya. This was the state of Jadabharata. Such Paramahamsas are all pictured in Bhagavata. So if you don't get satsanga, you go on reading Bhagavata, you get the Vedanta Shastra, you get bhakti, you get immense satsanga. No? The rahasya of Bhagavata is, Bhagavan Krishna says in Ekadasha Skanda, the greatest rahasyam is satsanga. And to believe that, you need tremendous bhakti, immense bhakti. Krishna tells Uddhava, you are a bhakta, you are my friend, so when I tell you, you will believe. Otherwise you will not believe. Tvam sukopyam api vakshyami, tvam me bhrityaha suhrit sakha. Sukopyam, it is very hidden rahasya, but I will reveal to you because you are my bhritya, you are my sakha, you are my bhakta, so I will reveal to you. What is that? Na rodhayati mam yogaha, na sankyam, dharma evacha, na swadhyayah, tapaha, त्यागः नेष्टापूर्तं न दक्षिणा व्रतानि यज्ञः छन्दांसि तीर्थानि नियमाः यमाः यथावरुन्धे सत्सङ्गः सर्वसङ्गापहोहिमम्. A big list was given: yoga, sankhya, yajna, everything. By that you will not that easily you will not attain, but by satsanga you will attain like this. What is the pramana? Satsangena iva hi daiteyaha, yatudhanaha, mrigaha, khagaha, gandharva, apsarasaha, nagaha, siddhaha, charana, guhyakaha, vidyadharaha, manushyeshu, striyaha, shudraha, antyajaha. Vrishaparva, balir, banaha, mayashata, vibhishanaha, vraje, gopyaha. And he closes the chapter by saying, Twashtra Kayadavadhaya. Twashtra is Vritra and Kayadhava is Prahlad. He ends with Twashtra Kayadhavadaya. Because Vritra was a great asura and his heart was full of bhakti. He somewhere had contact with Sankarsana Murti. In his past birth, bhakti entered him. And last moment, his heart was open. See, when Swamiji said, eating a great avatara like Bhagwan or like Jivan Mukta and avatara, they are not different. So many people who met Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi have moved with them, some at least very profound state they were. Some of them have seen the state in which they were. One devotee, I remember now, from Mumbai, he wanted to see me. He has seen Maharshi only once. Only once he has seen. And he was very close, so he was actually in his deathbed. So he just said, I want to just see you before leaving the body. So I went to his house, Mumbai, when Bhagavata Saptaha was happening there. So there I went there, all the urinary bag, everything with that, he was in the couch. And there he said, first he said how he saw Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi and how Maharshi looked at him. And then he said, then I asked him, how are you now? Because you can see how he is outwardly. The body is very, very weak. Then when I asked him, how are you? He said, when I close my eyes, there is only an effulgence. When I open my eyes, he is there in this room. Everyone felt it. Everyone felt when he said, some of the devotees who came with me, they still say that, we felt it. When I open my eyes, he is there. So this, and because it's like lighting a lamp from a lamp. You need a well-lit lamp. You cannot light a lamp from a video. It will look like a flame, but you cannot light. You can light a lamp directly from a lamp. So you need